Oh, I'm supposed to talk when I do that. And we're live.
Good job. Start over.
And we're live.
All right. Oh, fuck. So, I want to say thank you to the people that have recently signed up to our Patreon.
All right.
Thank you, people that recently signed up to our Patreon.
Can I say thanks too?
If you want.
Thanks.
So we have added a new tier. We are trying to get into the subscription box service. That's really what this podcast is about, is becoming part of big subscription box. So if you sign up for the $20 tier, for the low price of $20, you will get access to our live Patreon feed, audio of the Patreon feed streamed right to your player, and a box filled with shenanigans.
Shenanigans. I love it. I'd love to have a box full of shenanigans.
So I did some quick math.
Okay.
If somebody signs up for the $20 subscription box, I think it's what we decide to call it, your mom's box.
Yes.
Yeah. So you'll never know what you'll find in your mom's box. So after some quick calculation, if somebody signs up for the $20 service, what we plan on putting in the first month's box after shipping, we will only lose about $3.
Yes.
If you want to wipe us out, sign up for the service.
That's a good business plan right here.
I'm willing to pay $3 just to get this shit sent out. I think it'll be funny. All right. So this last week, I was on a show called Podcast of the Round Table. It was an episode on Married AF on their feed if you want to listen to it. Podcasters of the Round Table, episode 3. So you listened to part of it.
Yeah, it was probably the first. I was only able to get through the first 20 minutes. I had other shit going on. Yeah, so I think I heard the first 2 or 3 questions that they asked.
I want to answer a comment that just came in, and try not to get derailed too much. But Srini just asked is there a butt plug in the box? Yes, there will be a butt plug in the box. And Kaya asked if we're going to do a Patreon episode after this. Yes, we're going to go after this episode. We will record a Patreon only episode. So you want to go sign up for our Patreon feed, $5. To say it's what's the, like when people are tight, not
anal
like
sex. Is that what you're talking about?
I thought you were going to say 12-year-olds.
It's funny where your mind goes.
Funny? No. No, like when there's a, okay, so let's say you're in a room
Stingy?
When you're in a room full of fight. What's the other word that means stingy? When you're in a room with 500 people, right? And then you go to a room and you have the same type of meeting. Oh, fuck. What
the fuck are you talking about?
Way too long to get to the one word. But let's say you only meet with 10 people, so you're able to get in there and mingle with everybody a little better. What's
like networking?
No,
I have no fucking clue what you're talking about.
All right, when you have,
is this the show?
This is pissing me off if you know the word. All right. If you have the ability to interact with people on a more regular or a close basis, like, fuck it, whatever.
Is this on the board? I'm not.
You don't try to just help me get through this so I can move on.
I can't. First of all, I don't know what you're talking about. Second of all, this is like prime opportunity for me to talk shit, so you can't expect me to pass this up.
Okay, if a stand-up comic was to do a show in an arena, okay,
Mhm.
and then he was to go to a small comedy club and do the same show.
More intimate.
Right, that's the fucking word, intimate. Motherfucker.
Perfect.
Okay, so if you want to join our $5,
What? Okay, now I forgot what we were talking about.
you want to join our
Start over.
Patreon and come in for the $5 stream, it's a more intimate experience because we all interact a little more because there's very few people in there.
Because it's very intimate.
And I think the last episode was just me, you, and Kaya.
That's awesome.
And half of that episode was him saying, your audio's fucked up.
When I think of intimate, I think that there's what that means in my head is that there's a chance somebody might get fingered. That's what intimate means. It's in my head. I don't know why.
So there is a chance that on our feed that somebody will get fingered.
Perfect. That's all I need.
God damn it. I went way the fuck out of there. All right. So I was on an episode of Podcast of the Round Table. What it was, there was a professional or there was a stand-up comedian that was the judge, Mo Mandel. And then there were 4 podcasters, me, John, Brooke from Married AF, and Chris from #NoOffense. All right. So we were all asked a question, and then it was like on the spot answers, try to be entertaining, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I didn't win. So right there, like, okay.
Something is wrong, right?
So the episode just came out yesterday, but we recorded it a week ago.
Okay.
So I've known this whole time that I didn't win, right?
All right.
And there was a lot of people that's listened since when it came out and now.
Okay.
And I have been inundated with messages of people saying that I should have won and not Chris.
Inundated.
A lot of messages.
Is that what inundated means?
Yes.
'Cause that's like fancy word talk. Like how many messages? Like 6, 7,
Multiple.
2?
One, just a few less than that.
So inundated with a few less than 2 messages.
Okay, nobody actually wrote anything that stated that I should have won. But there were voicemail. There were a lot of voicemails that came in.
Mm-hmm. How many's a lot?
Hundreds.
Hundreds. Did any of them say anything about that you should have won?
No, no, they didn't.
Perfect. Okay, as long as they came in, that's all that matters.
Okay, so some of the people, one person.
All right.
Nobody's ever actually said that I should have won except for me. That's okay.
And this is the first time you've said it out loud.
No, actually, it was a lot of fun to do. And what's funny is when I sat down and recorded it,
Mm-hmm.
I'll be honest. As always, I'm always honest, right?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
I sat down and I'm like, I got this bitch in the bag, man. I'm serious. I didn't give it any thought. I can sit down and interact with anybody and answer questions like this. Like I'm fucking lightning fast with my fucking wit. And they were throwing me fucking softballs. Like, here's a big lobbing softball on racism. Hit that motherfucker out of the park.
All right.
And I shit the bed, man. So I was at like, I wasn't funny. I had funny premises, but I just didn't nail it. And then Chris from #NoOffense was just the opposite. Not the opposite. He had funny premises and he nailed it, right? So I'm sitting there listening to him like, fuck, man. I'm gonna lose this shit. But you know what? I don't care because it's just a fucking show. What do I care? And then the next question would come up, and I was like, oh yeah, I did pretty good on that one. And then Chris would go, and I'd be like, God damn it. So then at the end of it, when it was all said and done, Chris did good. I did not. And it was like the next day, I think, that they came out and said Mo Mandel, who was the judge, picked the winner.
Okay.
And it was like, I found out because John put up a message on whatever fucking Twitter, Facebook, I don't know.
Yeah.
Congratulating Chris.
Yeah.
And I seen that message and it was just like this, like, yeah, I guess I don't give a fuck who wins. It was just a show. I don't give a fuck. And then it's, hey, congratulations to Chris. Bullshit. And then I was walking around all fucking day like, what? So I might as well quit fucking podcasting then. I'm not, if nobody likes me, fuck it.
If nobody likes me.
Nobody fucking thinks I'm funny. This is bullshit. I don't take losing well. So that's what I'm.
Yeah, I know that. So like I said, I listened to the first 15, 20 minutes, whatever it was. And am I allowed to say mean things? Because, I didn't. I
don't give a shit.
I know you don't care. It's the premise of it could be funny, but the execution is. So one of the questions I heard was something like, what 5 things did you take to a party when you were a teenager, or what something stupid like that's stupid. There's not like how are you supposed to make that funny? I don't understand. Like there's no funny premise there,
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know either.
You're asking the wrong guy. I fucking lost. Why don't you get Chris on the fucking phone and ask how he made it funny? I didn't make it funny. Fucking asshole.
The right out of the gate, the first question was, so what do you think about reparations?
And I fucking nailed it.
I thought that was funny.
Whatever. All right. Fuck you, Mo Mandel. You took away my dreams.
Who is Mo Mandel?
I have no fucking clue.
Who's named Mo? First of all, is it a dude or a chick? Because there's chicks named Mo, right? Isn't there?
I don't know.
Nah, fuck.
All right.
Anyways,
I was just gonna ask if you're ready to end the show, but I guess we have to get started.
Yep, we're ready to get started.
All right, let's get into it. So we've got a guest coming on. His name is Bob from where's he? He's your fucking friend. You introduced him.
This is a guy from metals and metal mortgages and metal bands, metalheads and mortgage payments.
Wow.
Sorry.
Check. Is my mic working? I had to switch.
It's working. Yeah. What's your show called?
Who's right?
I don't think it is.
I'm the fifth member of the official podcast.
Perfect. We got the 5th member of the official podcast here.
All right. What? How did this come to be? Because I'm not entirely sure why you were on the show. How did this happen?
Well, when a man loves a woman very much,
right? We're going all the way back.
But he gets fucking tired of her and he wants some gay sex. He jumps podcasts. So no. Wow, I've been an avid listener of WATP for quite a while. I would say about a year, which is
whoa.
So
this is Who's Right. You think you're on you think you're on a different show?
What's WATP?
That's Who Are These Podcasts? Carl. So that guy. The guy who's infatuated with Opie for some
I don't know
reason.
what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, I got nothing, man. I
don't Well, okay. There's this show that roasts other podcasts. It's called Who Are These Podcasts? Hosted by a guy named Carl. So
what a generic name.
Yeah, well, it's what
the fuck does that have to do
take
with
the bag of Scrabble letters?
Okay, wait. Yeah, what does that have to do with what does this have to do with us?
Well, I heard Carl used to do Anthony's mom, and I'm Anthony's mom. So
all right. So
anyway, I was just minding my own business at work. Got the AirPods in, whatever you want to fucking call them. queue up this week's episode at the time. I want to say it's episode 87, 86, somewhere in there. And it was this shitty podcast called Who's Right, and they roasted you guys.
What?
They listened to your entire podcast, and then him and another guy, I want to say his name was Joe. They was a guest host, and they just picked your podcast apart. They picked your podcast apart.
Yeah, as if
So-
they could do that. There's nothing to pick apart.
Well,
So did they like it? What was that? Huh.
you know, my mom always said, if you can't say
Oh,
something
boy.
nice. But then again, mom was wrong. So no, actually they ripped you guys a new asshole. But
I
kind
don't
of, I
believe
mean,
that for a
they
minute.
didn't say anything about your podcast that you guys don't already say about yourselves. If that means anything.
We're the best. They said we're the best.
So,
When the fuck have you ever said that you're the best?
so what? Like,
Please.
did you pull any clips? Did you pull clips of it or something?
Well, I did, but I had to switch studios because my internet out at the other one is absolute shit.
Oh no.
So
Well, this whole
sorry.
bit went to shit. Why didn't you fucking
I
tell
can go
me
back
that
out there.
before we started?
because I had to switch studios, and you were already talking about some other mindless shit.
Oh, mindless.
So
Damn it!
I can only assume I wasn't able to enjoy the first part of this particular Patreon show.
This
So-
ain't Patreon show.
This ain't
regular show.
Patreon. This is all
Oh,
free.
shit.
All free all the time.
Oh, fuck me.
That
Well, then what am I doing here?
Just hanging out.
No, what's sad is I'm paying $10 to
Wait.
be on this motherfucker right now.
We just asked you what you're doing here, and then you turned it all around and then asked us what you're doing here.
All right.
I
So
think people might be
I'm
confused.
good at the spin. I'm no Kaya, but I'm pretty good at spinning it around. Yeah.
I'm willing to just give you your $10 back.
With interest, because it's been like 26 or 7 days. So
All right. So what? So, in all seriousness, I want to try this again so we can get on with the fucking show. Why are you on here? Like, you and Anthony had a conversation. What brings you on?
well, Anthony was lonely. It was late at night.
That's normal.
I can only assume. Hey, I can dream. Okay, it's my fantasy here. Let me tell it. And I just get this message. Of course, then my wife assumes that I'm messing around on her. Random
course.
text messages from unknown numbers. But he just asked me if I was interested in coming on and doing a show with I want to say Dave from Manbrain. Is that correct?
Yeah. So me
Yeah.
and Dave are doing a show. I don't know if Doug even knows about this. Me and Dave were going to do a show just talking about music because he's interested in music. I'm interested in music. Doug's not.
So is this one of those things where it's easier to ask Doug for forgiveness than permission?
I don't give a fuck what he does.
Oh. I'm just making sure. I'm just trying to see who's the bitch and who's the butch.
So,
I mean, I think we're both a bitch, right?
Oh,
Can you have a
That's-
relationship that way?
that's kind of what Carl said about you guys.
I don't think that Anthony knows that I'm doing a true crime podcast with Randall and Brooke.
Are you
Nope,
doing
I
the true
don't.
crime, or are you the actual topic of the show?
He got murdered.
It's an honest. I was honestly asking if he was the prime, suspect in the show. So yeah.
All right, so you guys were. Fuck it, you know what? I don't care. All right, welcome to the show, Bob.
It's
Like,
Fred.
You're getting
aka
so
Anthony's
you're
mom.
getting so frustrated.
Fuck, we're 20 minutes into it, and I just wanted to know, like, why is he here?
I just wanted to know, why is he here?
Dude, you've been in my living room for a half hour now.
There you
I'll
go.
buy some cookies. What's up?
There we go. I switched
There we
shirts.
Oh, fuck. All right. Fuck it. Moving on.
Is there ever a reason why we do anything? This is it. Just go with it. Just let it happen to you.
Well, it's because life is mundane.
Right.
You got to shake it up a little bit.
Right.
Put a butt plug in it and blow in it,
Right.
or blow out of it.
Either way.
All right. Anthony,
Yes, sir.
I think we'll make sure I didn't miss anything here. Podcast The Roundtable, me being a butthurt bitch, our Patreon, who's right podcast.com. We can say it, but there's nothing there.
Yeah, go to our website and
It hasn't been updated. So I didn't update our website for there was about a 2-month stretch there where I didn't update anything.
Right.
And Anthony said, look, he actually called me, which doesn't happen very often. He said, I want the password and the username and the password so I can take control of the website so we can start updating it. There's no point in having it if we're not going to update it. I said,
Right.
okay.
I did say that.
That was 2 months ago. Nothing has changed on it. Nothing. Not one additional link. Nothing.
Yeah, I don't think I've updated ours in about 2 months. It's metalandmortgages.com and it's terrible. Don't even bother.
But anyway, so who's right podcast.com.
Check it out.
All right. So we're going to go to a new segment. All right. Jen from the jingles department over at WATP was nice enough to record a jingle for us. So we are official now.
Oh, shit.
All right.
Boobs and butts and fucks and cucks. It's Anthony's porn pick of the week.
So,
All right.
so I picked this picture out so you could put up this picture while we talk about this story because I thought this picture. I mean, it's in the story, but
Fuck. I got to switch computers. You threw a curveball at me.
I did. Yeah,
Oddly
didn't-
enough,
I
that's
didn't
the
say
point
anything
pick of the
until-
week is throwing balls at you.
yeah. I didn't say anything to you until right now.
So
I just assumed you.
I'm going to have to go to the article. I can't just pull up that clip. But
Oh, you can't pull the attachment. Oh, hey there.
What the?
How you doing?
All that meat and no taters.
all right. So I got it up. Go ahead.
I got it up. Go ahead. So this is an article. I wanted to talk about Odette Delacroix, I believe is how you pronounce her name. There's the picture that I
One of
posted.
these things is not like the other.
So this girl has been in porn for 10 or more years, and I kind of looked her up because just to see what interest. I know she does like fetish porn and that kind of stuff. So this is what I found. I didn't realize that this was the kind of fetish porn that she does. She is into being crushed by bigger women. And she's
Damn it. You had to go with women. I was thinking
Is there
I had
a
a
name
chance.
for that?
What?
Is there an actual name for that?
I don't know. Odette Delacroix succeeded in making money in the strangest possible way. The girl, who is about 1.5 meters tall. So how tall is that? Like 6 foot?
I think it's about
It's
4
about
inches.
5 feet. It's about 5 feet.
And weighs 40 kilograms. What's that? 97.8 pounds.
18 pounds.
All right. Makes money from men who pay to watch her being crushed by oversized models. In some cases, she is crushed by 5 women with a total weight of about 800 kilograms. Why can't they just? What's
Why can't
800
they-
kilograms?
Why can't they speak American?
Right.
It's called show prep.
What's 800? No, we don't do none of that. What's 800 kilograms in American, in English?
40 pounds.
All right. So she gets crushed by 40 pounds. Well, that
Yeah.
sucks. She added that they follow a diet and exercise, especially swimming to maintain the strength of the body and to be able to bear these large weights. So the people that do this have to have be able to bear the weight, I guess.
I don't understand why. Like, what's the
1,000. Sorry.
763 pounds. 1,763 pounds is 800 kilograms.
what's the so she gets paid to get sat on by fat bitches so fat dudes can watch it.
Is it fat dudes?
You don't think?
They're not fat, they're big boned. And the small girl weighs, you said 40 kilograms, that's 88 pounds.
88 pounds, and she's getting
That is-
crushed by
that's
almost 1,800 pounds or whatever. That's I don't understand the attraction, but all I can think, I guess, is that she's not doing anything like gross, like she's not gaping out her butthole or anything, and like it's fine, I guess. I don't even know what to think. I don't even know what to think about this.
No,
because I don't understand.
You picked it because you had a thought, right?
Well, that was my thought.
This was the premiere of your fucking segment. This is 2 years in the making. This is
And
this
you
is what
expected
you
it to go any other way.
Here's
What if
here's a picture of 3 tubby bitches. That's all I did.
what if you're out to eat with your wife and one of these ladies brought you your food dressed like that?
Wait, dressed like which one? I guess they're all
Either
dressed the same.
or. Yeah.
The one that's got
That's a diet plan.
all right. So what about? Okay, yeah. So I guess we could change the conversation. So if you are sitting at Hooters or a restaurant like Twin Peaks, I think is another one, maybe Tilted Kilt.
Tilted Kilt. There you
If you're sitting there and one of these girls, whatever she weighs, 14 stones or whatever the fuck those people say.
go. 14 stones. All right.
What would you say if this girl who weighs 500 pounds comes up to your table and just like she's got like chicken wing sauce and shit all over both of her guts?
I'm gonna sit on you.
No, I would you be upset? Would you ignore it? What would you do?
Well, no, I wouldn't. Why would I be upset? She has just as much right to work there as anybody else.
Yeah, but dressed like that.
What you think because you weigh so much you can't dress like that? Come on.
Well, why do you think I'm wearing a shirt right now?
Nah, so you really wouldn't say or think anything, Anthony? You'd just be like, "Oh, cool, tubby bitch."
No, well, I wouldn't think that. I don't know. I wouldn't.
You're so full of shit.
What if you asked for extra ranch dressing and she reached up underneath a roll and grabbed it
Now
out?
that would be awesome. That should be a job requirement. You
Double
have
the
to be
tip.
able to carry extra ranch all the time without anybody knowing.
Yep. Oh yeah, I got some of that right here. Hold on. There you go.
Anthony, I want to know. There's something going on with you, and I don't fucking like it.
What? What's going on with me?
I feel like YouTube has gotten to you. Now you won't say anything.
What the fuck
So
are you
you're
talking
really
about?
gonna sit here and tell me after everything that you've ever said, get this shit off my fucking screen. You're telling me after everything that you've said on this show, now I ask you if a 600-pound woman wearing a bikini comes up to your table with fucking chicken leg sauce all over her fucking guts.
all over her guts.
If she comes up to you, your response is going to be, well, I don't know. She's got just as much a right to work here as anybody else. You are so fucking full of shit.
I guarantee he's going to get up and switch sections.
Smash that like button. Don't forget to hit that bell.
Fuck, man. So
Oh shit.
you were worried about us getting kicked off of YouTube and the conversation we had last night about racism on the show.
Oh,
and
Jesus.
now the one thing that you're taking a stand against is fat shaming.
Did I take a stand? I think that you're taking a stand for me so that you can attack me taking a stand.
Okay, so let's try this all again.
All right.
If one of these fat sluts come up to your table,
What?
Oh shit. All right.
if one of these tubby sluts comes up to your table
Because that's so much better.
with mozzarella cheese hanging out of her armpit and said,
That
"What
was
would you
on the
like?"
on the Maury Povich show.
What would you say?
Oh fuck. I'd say I'd like a different waitress, please.
You really are a piece of shit. You're gonna humiliate her in public.
No. Because she probably stinks too. I'm guessing. I can't have a waitress that stinks. I mean, mozzarella cheese under her armpits. Oh shit. What I don't understand is, so you took the picture down already, but the one on the left is, she's got like something on. I don't know why. I don't understand what's the point of that. Like the rest of them are just,
So we got more people that listen to this audio than watch it on YouTube.
that's as descriptive as I can be.
She's got something on.
Yeah, something.
Just
on.
Just imagine everybody vomiting in their mouth right now. That's kind of what I'm getting. I mean, nothing against these ladies, but that's personally
they make me want to throw up, but nothing against these ladies.
I'm just saying it's just not my cup of tea here.
So I put this up here because I don't understand, not from the ladies' point of view. I don't understand what's to get off to, like what's the fetish, like
asphyxiation.
She's dying, or I mean, this girl's dying, being crushed by 3 other women. What's the fetish?
You're supposed to bring that. I don't know.
I'm supposed to delve into their head?
Hold on a minute.
All right.
Maybe I misheard what this whole fucking setup was. I'm going to try this again.
Boobs and butts and fucks and cucks. It's Anthony's porn pick of the week.
Anthony's porn pick of the week.
Oh, shit.
So what's the deal with this fetish? Anthony's hot take.
Oh, so I'm gonna get a hold of Jen from the Jingles department, and I'm gonna have her make up something that you don't know anything about, and just play a little intro for you.
You knew this was coming. I told you 3 weeks ago that this was coming.
No, you did not.
And then I sent it to you when I got it, and I said,
whatever.
"I'll read you the fucking text message, you fuck."
You said something. You said there's a jingle. We got a jingle being made. And then that literally no detail. I got no details other than there's a jingle being made and it's something about you and you might not like it or something. That was all the details I got.
Doug has to pay for that with 4 guest appearances on that show.
Do you understand this fetish, Fred? Or Bob or Jack or whatever your name is?
I mean, I'm sure these are lovely girls. Good, upstanding, citizens.
Here's the message. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yes,
here's the message that I sent to him yesterday.
Your show, pal.
You should have a porn star on the ready to discuss tomorrow. We can treat it like you are educating me.
And then
not coming to me saying, "What's the deal with this?"
Okay. Wait. Don't put your phone away. Read my reply.
Oh,
I'm home. Yeah, today, right? Right. So you got to leave that. You got to leave that in there. That's very important to the conversation. I didn't reply to you.
What the? Okay, so fuck it. We'll air this laundry out. I don't give a fuck.
Wow.
You said so. You're telling me that if you don't reply to me, what's that? What does that mean?
That means that whatever you said, we're going with it. Is that what that means?
Okay, because 2 days ago, I said, "Hey, do you not want me to send you snap or pictures of the stats and shit because you never reply?"
Yeah.
And you said, "What do you want me to say?" I don't reply because I don't have anything new to say.
Right.
So you just covered all your bases.
Right. I don't know what you're talking about.
Fuck. You're impossible.
Oh no, I'm trying to understand this. I was hoping to talk this through with you.
Okay,
because I don't understand what the fascination is with someone being crushed by big women. I don't get it.
What's the fetish?
That's what I asked you.
No, what's it
crushing?
called?
I don't know. Crushing? Crush fetish?
Did you do any pre-work?
No.
I think it's kind of like asking the price on an item that is not priced. If you have to ask, you can't afford it, So.
Pre-work. Are you fucking kidding me with this shit? It's like you just met me.
I was going to answer that like Kaya, but I said no, I won't do that.
All right. A crush fetish is a fetish and a paraphilia in which one is sexually aroused when someone crushes objects, food, and sometimes small animals.
I think this is something totally different.
I don't give a fuck. This is what we're going with.
You never heard of this? Because I've actually heard of this one.
Could you imagine jerking off to somebody sitting on a grasshopper?
No. That's not how. So the way these fetishes work is they crush them with their feet.
Shit, that's Tuesday night around my house.
usually under the foot or when crushed oneself. The term soft crush refers to the more common fetish surrounding videos involving inanimate objects such as food or small invertebrates, snails,
Small
worms
invertebrates.
being crushed, while the term hard crush refers to such videos involving larger animals with vertebrae and
So-
arguably more pain susceptible animals, birds and mammals. What the? So this is like violent.
Yes. So some of it. So there's videos where they kill stuff. They crush animals to death.
God, could you imagine what like getting called into HR because they pulled your porn
Oh, God.
and so you got caught jerking off to somebody stepping on a squirrel.
God. Oh, fuck, man. I
What kind of
think
porn? What kind of porn do you watch, Bob?
Live. In person.
Are you a
That's an
director?
That's an orgy,
I don't-
Bob.
I don't really watch it on the internet. Honestly, I don't. I'm taken care of. Like, honestly, I know that sounds like bullshit answer, but
Is she in the room with you, Bob?
no, she's watching on YouTube.
I got it. All right.
Oh, in that case, me neither.
So Bob. Okay, that might be interesting to talk about. So, are you not allowed to watch porn? Like, do you have a jealous wife?
She doesn't like it when any part of my exes. I have one child, and it's with a woman that's not her, but she's been long gone for a long time, jail and stuff. So sorry to put that out there, but so yeah, anytime the topic of her comes up, there's a little bit of you can tell her a change in her voice. You know,
What's
she's
that
like,
have to do
"Oh,
with you
really?
watching porn?
Was that girl in porn
just-
before she went to jail?
I'm just not really. Honestly, I'm just not really into porn. I make my own. I mean, I don't like videotape it, but I do it in my mind while I'm doing it. You know.
Bob, I think what you just said is worse than anything that you could have ever watched. You just said that you close your eyes and fantasize about something else when you're having sex with your wife.
Oh,
Not necessarily. But hey, look at this, and I don't blame her if she does the same thing.
Bob, you are not winning.
I'm not 21 anymore, man.
I don't believe for a second that you don't watch some type of porn. And it disheartens me that you won't.
I'm
I
trying to
don't-
think the last time I do. I mean,
I
I'm honestly trying to
really
think last
enjoy
time I
having
did.
somebody else on here for Doug to attack. This is nice.
I had that. What was that? What the hell was that app that you could put on Amazon Fire Stick and get everything for free? No, there's a thing you could get everything free, all the movies. I can't think
Kodi.
what it's called now. Cody, yes.
Napster.
So I think that was the last time I was like, oh, there's an adult version, you know, and I checked that out. But that was it. I mean, I really don't get into porn. So
All right. God,
different
man,
Kaya.
we scored a celebrity with this one.
I get
I named
agitated.
I named a child that I aborted Kaya.
I get agitated when we have somebody on here that I don't feel is telling the truth. And who am I? How the fuck am I supposed to know if Bob watches porn or not? This is the first time I've ever talked to him.
Look
But-
at my palms. Look at my palms. Dainty, soft. Soft. These are not the hands of a jacker.
Of a jacker.
So that was my next question. When is the last time you jerked off?
Yourself. Not somebody else.
All these rules. I don't know. Probably 3 days ago.
But no porn.
No, that. So
Honestly, I've had this thing in my neck that's been sore, so it kind of messes up the game, you know.
all I heard was excuse. So here's
Wait,
what I think, and here's where I'm
You're
going to
not
leave.
48 yet, are you? Okay. When you're 48, when you're pushing 50, come back and talk to me.
Here's what I think, and I'm okay with it. I'm not okay with it, but I understand it. If your wife is watching this on YouTube,
Nah, she's probably not. She's probably at the grocery store.
whatever. If there's a chance that she's going to see it, and you guys have an agreement that that if she gets insecure about you looking at other women on the internet or whatever, so you're just trying to save your marriage in spite of telling the truth on here by saying that you don't look at porn. I'm okay with it.
No, actually, no. I've been utterly honest, almost brutally honest with my wife to a fault. So I've never lied to her. That's why I've been able to stay married for 10 years and been together for 13. So I learned from my past, relationships what not to do. So I got married when I was 35 or I met her when I was 35, got married when I was 38. So there that is.
Yeah. So I can relate. I don't spend a whole lot of time watching porn. It's not that I don't enjoy it. It's when is there time and what's the point?
When is there time? When is there time and what's the point? All the time, and it's great.
Well, I mean,
why don't you get comfortable, Anthony?
I am.
I don't know if you guys are like this, but I've had, my late teens, early 20, mid 20s were pretty good to me. And I have a lot of things in the spank bank that are real actual things that I did back then. So if I need to conjure up something, and to be honest with you, and this is going to break the internet, sorry, Kim Kardashian, but if I do that, if I do decide to shake hands with beef, I think of my wife. That's how much I enjoy her.
Shit, I'm kicking you off the fucking show.
Okay, go for it. Sorry.
Oh, you really did.
No, he's here.
Sorry, I know that sounds ridiculous, but there's a reason I married that woman.
No, I'm done talking about it. I am not going to sit here and let you push that shit trying to get some tonight by coming on my fucking show and talking about you jerking off.
Dude, I could call her in here right now.
And get
it going.
No. Wait a minute.
Well, she's not if she's not a person. Let me check Find Friends and see where she's at. So.
Fuck. All right.
Sounds like bullshit, but it's true.
Moving on.
I have divorced parents.
Yeah. So we just got a comment on the screen. Anybody got divorced parents? I think sounds like all of our parents are divorced, right? Or
yeah, when I was 10,
several times
or 9. Greatest day of my life.
All right.
Wait, greatest day of your life?
Well, yeah, I mean, my mom and dad fought a lot,
Oh.
Well, my mom not so much, but my dad was a drinker and great guy. I love my dad. Don't get me wrong, but them two together was so.
Gotcha.
It was a good time for me.
So I want to go to this. There's a story that I pulled. NBA moving away from the term owner in favor of governor. Commissioner Adam Silver says
that's a load of SJW bullshit's what that is.
NBA Commissioner Adam Silver said the league has phased out the term owner to describe individuals with controlling interest in its teams amid concerns that the title is racially insensitive in a league where the majority of players are African American.
Doug, if Casper Mattress offered you $30 million for 3 years of advertisement, would you not call them your owner happily?
I said, now a message from my master.
There you go. I didn't say massa, I said owner. But
hey, massa's cool too. Whatever.
You can buy me. I don't give a fuck.
Hi, this is Doug from Casper Mattress. How to do?
That sweet Casper Mattress money, as Anthony puts it.
Oh shit! So when somebody has controlling interest in something, what does that mean? That means that they own it, right?
Is it so? Isn't that more by saying we're not going to call them owners, we're going to call them governors because the league is majority of the league is African American. Okay, so there's like so many things wrong with that when you break it down.
So
hello, governor.
So the owners don't own the people. They own the fucking team, dude. I mean, is that something that we have to? Is that something that we have to explain? I don't get it. Why we would have to explain that when you own a basketball team, you don't own the people.
No, but
you're leasing them, so they should call them leasers.
You lease them
by saying that we're not okay. Okay, look, I all you basketball players, thanks for coming. So as I look out over this black sea of people, I realize that I realize that calling these people behind me your owners might be a little insensitive due to slavery. So we're going to call them governors. Is that better? Fuck no, it's not better. What you should have done is just said, the owners want you to show up on time for practice.
What they should have said is either there's two choices. You either say nothing, which is what you should have done, or just say, shut up. You're being juvenile. Shut up with your fucking shit. Shut up.
Well, okay. So
Stupid.
I really wish that they played basketball on a field, so that you could say, "You shut up and you get back to the field."
oh my God. Hey, I live right across the street from a cotton field. And it's kind of interesting. I live across the street from a cotton field, and the driveway, like the entrance to the cotton field, where all the big things go in there and pick the cotton and whatnot. It's right
They're
here.
called black people, man. You don't call them big.
No, the big John Deere things that are taller than a 2-story home that go in there.
Oh, my bad.
I actually watched a car pull in there, drop a black guy off, and he ran up. He was working with them, and I was like, all these years, and they still got that guy. I wonder if he thinks that,
I'm assuming he gets paid, so probably not.
Yeah.
So the
I
whole
knew
thing,
that was racist, but
I've really got to try to figure out how to backtrack on all this shit I just said. So racism is bad.
Everything's cool. Don't worry about it. It's good.
Get some spunk lube.
is that lube really?
Yeah. You never seen Spunk Lube?
I don't watch
they were
porn.
our first they were our first sponsor. Right?
Oh,
Yeah.
I wasn't around in those days, the old golden days,
And they
back when you had 3
followed it
viewers.
up with butt plugs because that's where we're at.
Because that's where we're at.
Have you ever drank anything out of that one you got in your mic stand
The
there?
butt plug?
Yeah, you ever put something in it and just like a Jello shot or something?
No.
What the fuck is wrong with you? What kind of question is that?
Yeah, that's weird. Why would I
Who
drink
looks
that?
at a butt
Because
plug and
that's
says, "Have you
probably
ever
the
drank
first
anything
thing
out
I'd
of
have
that?"
done. That's the first thing I'd have done because I'm a fucking freak. I just don't need porn to make me one.
So
You sit here and you're going to sit here in the same fucking breath tell me that. And the occasional time that I masturbate, I think about my wife, but I'm a fucking freak. You need to be thinking
Well,
about.
I've like I said, spank bank, a lot of RAM in there. Okay,
All right, whatever. We're moving
Okay.
on.
So whatever.
we agree to disagree.
Oh fuck! All right, so this NBA owners thing didn't go anywhere.
I think it did. I think it went somewhere great.
I kind of agree with the NBA owners thing. I think where you work doesn't own you, where you work doesn't own you. I work for myself, and I don't own me. My business owns me. So,
But nobody's ever talked. Nobody said anything about them owning the players.
well, they own
they're-
the team. Yeah,
Right,
they own the
Oh,
name.
the team, not
just
the
said it.
players, not like they're slaves.
That's
They
true.
own the team. They're the owners. When I go to work, there is an owner.
Yeah, if I buy something, it's mine. I'm
So-
the owner.
If there are black people at your work, can we call the owner of your work the owner, or is that racist now?
No, because I'm not an owner. I don't own them. I just own the business that they work for.
Right.
So
Just like the team owners own the teams, they don't govern the teams.
that's true.
This is the fucking stupidest thing I ever heard.
Yeah, it's more SJW bullshit.
So what it is that we have it too good. We need like a plague or something to kill a bunch of people. We have it too good, so we have nothing to complain about. So we just make shit up to complain about.
In about 8 minutes, you can find out which one which plague it's going to be. That's going to take over. The Democratic debate starts in about 8 minutes. And Andrew Yang, I think, isn't he going to be on there?
I hope
don't-
so.
I don't care.
I know.
I don't care.
That was one of WATP's complaints, is that everything you guys talk about, you're like, I don't give a fuck. Who cares?
Right,
Fuck
but
that,
I
don't
didn't
care
bring this up.
No, I know that.
Even if he did bring it up, he still doesn't care.
All right. Anyway, so I'll tell you what I do care about is our new shirts, our new merch.
I'll tell you what I do care about. Yeah, we'll sell you that shirt.
So
Fuck,
I think,
I'll mail it to the next Patreon guy who donates $20.
There you go. We've got that in writing. I just wrote it down.
I'll
think
do it. I don't give a fuck.
all right. So like 10 years ago, Anthony came up with this idea we were going to start a shirt company. Do you remember this?
Yes, that was somewhere either right before or right after our sticker business.
It was before. This was our first thing because nothing ever happened with this.
Oh yeah.
So you came to me with this idea of there was an old company called Vision Streetwear.
Yeah.
And you thought it would be hilarious if you made a shirt that said Virgin Sleepwear.
Right.
And for some reason, you were able to convey this to me in a way that got me excited, like we could do something with this. So
I have that way about me,
So I think we came up with a business plan of starting Virgin Sleepwear, like onesies and everything.
Yep.
Of course, I mean, this whole thing lasted about 3 hours, right? So, am I boring you up? So through that, we came up with a design and then did nothing with it.
Right.
9 years later, we now have a podcast. We have the ability to sell merch. So I am proudly presenting. Actually, if you go to who'srightpodcast.com and then shop for Who's Right Shit, you can now wear the Virgin Sleepwear shirt.
Yeah. I'd wear that to bed.
At least it doesn't have a fucking trash can on it.
And then we did this one here. It's butt plugs for burn victims.
Because why not,
It's in reference to our son, Anthony's son, Bernie,
For our son.
our love child.
That was pretty funny. Our love child. Oh shit.
All right, that's what I
You know,
got
it
there.
said when I signed up for the
So,
$10
yeah.
thing, it told me I was going to.
I still think that's funny. What happened?
Bob was bringing up that I haven't mailed him his stickers yet, so I don't want to hear that shit on here.
Oh, shit.
I have.
I don't care. I don't keep your fucking stickers. I was just going to
Keep your
them in
fucking stickers.
I was
Look at
going to
this.
put them in a fucking Burger King bathroom anyway.
I've got fucking.
That's what I do with these.
I've got stickers up the ass. Right next
I
to the
wouldn't
butt
say
plugs.
that in that particular fashion.
I got stickers up
I was
the
gonna
ass
say.
right next to the butt plugs.
Poor sticker. You use them as toilet paper or patches.
All right. So we got another story here I want to talk about real quick. Alabama
I'm gonna
woman.
be, hold on. I wasn't done.
That's my state.
I am going to be super fucking excited if somebody actually buys a Virgin Sleepwear t-shirt. That will be amazing. It'd be even more amazing if I saw one out in public. That's just, that's amazing to me. So buy one, wear it.
It's only happened to me one time, if I'm being honest, but I have seen our sticker on a vehicle driving.
Really?
Not driving. I was walking through the parking lot.
Was it Anthony's mom?
No, it was a parking lot at my work. It was my fucking car, but it was still
Counts.
Alabama woman loses unborn child after being shot. Gets arrested. Shooter goes free. This is bullshit. There's no way this is real.
You don't think so?
A woman whose unborn baby was killed in 2018 Pleasant Grove shooting has now been indicted in the death. Marsha Jones, a 27-year-old Birmingham woman, was indicted by a Jefferson County grand jury on manslaughter charge. She was taken into custody on Wednesday. Though Jones didn't fire the shots that killed her unborn baby girl, authorities say she initiated the dispute that led to the gunfire. Police initially charged 23-year-old Ebony Jemison with manslaughter, but the charge against Jemison was dismissed after the grand jury failed to indict her. The shooting happened about noon on December 4th, 2018, outside Dollar General on Park Road. Officers were dispatched to the scene on a report of someone shot, but arrived to find the shooting victim, later identified as Jones, had been picked up and driven to Fairfield. Police and paramedics then found Jones at the Fairfield convenience store. What?
I'm so confused.
Jones was
sad
taken.
shit.
Jones was taken to Fairfield to UAB hospital. She was 5 months pregnant and was shot in the stomach. The unborn baby did not survive the shooting. The investigation showed that the only true victim in this was the unborn baby. Pleasant Grove Police Lieutenant Danny Reed said at the time of the shooting, it was the mother of the child who initiated and continued the fight, which resulted in the death of her own unborn baby. Reed said the fight stemmed over the unborn baby's father. Why don't they just say baby daddy?
Doesn't sound professional.
The investigation showed, he said, that it was Jones who initiated and pressed the fight, which ultimately caused Jemison to defend herself and unfortunately caused the death. Okay, so that was the important part. It caused the death of the baby.
Well, thanks for brightening my fucking day.
I'm curious what you think about this.
Me?
Yeah. Well, both of you.
I don't care that the mother is the one that pressed the argument. I don't give a shit. She's not
Right.
the one that fired the gun.
Right.
So for the shooter to not get indicted and then the mother to be charged with manslaughter for the death of her daughter when she got shot in the stomach it seems silly to me.
Oh no, it's way
Yeah,
past
come
silly.
around.
I mean,
You don't have to
that's
get on camera.
fucking asinine.
It's what'd you say?
What? Me?
Yeah.
I said it's asinine. Hi.
Are you gonna fuck her on camera?
I did. I needed a beer. Sorry.
Don't be sorry to me. It's cool.
Anyway, go on.
We're not doing a podcast or anything. It's cool.
Go on.
Are you? Are we?
I don't know. Sometimes. I already forgot what we were talking about.
I'm kind of with Doug on this. I think he's heading in the right direction. It's just so there's no point for me to say anything. So,
Awesome.
or I could take Anthony's take was I don't fucking care.
Wait, I never had a
Fucking
side.
cares. This is fucking stupid. Anthony,
Oh,
your
Jesus
side
Christ.
on virtually everything is this is fucking stupid. I don't fucking care
You want to know why that is?
because you don't fucking care and it's stupid.
I don't fucking care.
Exactly.
This whole world is going to hell, and as a straight white male, my voice is not heard enough.
You're straight.
I got nothing. That's stupid.
Could have fooled me. Good acting there.
No.
I know. So why is there a no hunting or trespassing sign on your wall in your office? It's kind
So people don't hunt or trespass here?
of- in your office. Okay.
Duh.
Thanks.
Duh.
Thanks. What's your?
I don't know. I mean, you ever had anybody hunt or trespass while you're
Have you ever
trying
had
to do a
any?
podcast?
You ever had any Wescally Wabbits come in there? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. I am
So,
go ahead.
No, I
Next
was going to say
topic.
at the end of this article, it says something about the state of Alabama has proven yet again that the moment a person becomes pregnant, their sole responsibility is to produce a live, healthy baby, and that it considers any action a pregnant person takes that might impede in that live birth to be a criminal act. That's where I think the biggest problem with this is because now that this happened,
What's their view on abortion? That's
I don't know. So now that this
doesn't that go
happened,
100% against it?
I live in Alabama. I could tell you that.
Then
what?
Please do.
Well, I mean, if it's not obvious, they have totally tried to ban all abortions, no matter why you want one. Doesn't matter
Oh, damn it.
if the mom's gonna die or if it was rape, incest, whatever. Doesn't matter. That doesn't mean it's gone through. But they are. I think they're trying to upstage Georgia, with their heartbeat bill. So
Oh, good. Well, good for them. I'm happy that they're banning all abortions.
we can't get a fucking lottery or
would be,
like legalize weed. But here we are.
you don't have a lottery?
No, every state around us has one, but I think it's the Porch Creek Indians. They have lobbied our
What'd you say?
Definitely is a fucking slang term that we will not allow on this show.
the Porch Creek Indians.
Okay. You watch your fucking mouth.
We don't allow that kind of talk
They have
on
a
here.
reservation here that has a casino, and therefore they lobby against it.
Who
Fucking
who
Porch
lobbies
Creek
against
Indians.
The Porch Creek Indians.
That's the name of the episode.
it? Fucking Porch Creek Indians. That's great.
I think it's
Thanks. I appreciate that. That's
P-O-A-R-C-H or something. I don't know. It's P-O-A-R-C-H. I don't know. It's weirdly spelled, so you may have to Google that.
All right,
Yeah,
so-
right. Like you do so, Prem.
so the idea is that now that this happened, anything that a woman does that harms her child, she's going to get charged for, which is fucking insane to me. I mean,
It's Alabama. We just got paved roads like 2 years ago.
I don't. All right. Anyways,
All right. You
stupid.
ready to wrap this up?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think so.
What do we got here? Look at, I got to get all professional again. Go to patreon.com/who's right. Join the live feed. Voicemail 508-974-4489. Bob, what's your website or whatever?
Metalandmortgages.com, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that crap. I don't manage any of it, so I really don't give a fuck. It's metal and mortgages.
What do you talk about? Don't do not say metal and mortgages.
Where my co-host is about to be 39. I'm 48. We were in bands together over the years for about 22 years. We're both metalheads, and we just talk about kind of metal, upcoming music coming out that is metal, and then we discuss about just being adults. So topics, he's into UFOs and shit, Bob Lazar, all that stuff. So he brings up all that. That's probably true. I couldn't tell you that much. We're known for
Wing Wong
building
wouldn't lie.
schools that are absolute failures.
I've known Wing Wong for a while, and I know he wouldn't lie.
Well, I mean, with a name like Wing Wong, how
Not
can
to
you
be
trust the
confused
guy?
with his evil twin Ching Chong.
Ping Pong.
All right. We got to jump over to our other stream, to our Patreon feed. Thanks, everybody. We will talk to you next week.
Bye.